We love you. We from the Mozilla TRR program. TRR standing for Trusted Recursive Resolver. This is basically the partner set that we use to resolve DOE in a few geos around the world. We have a little bit of an FAQ since we can't have questions from the floor. Like, why would you want more DOE? The answer is we want more ECH, which is TLS encrypted client hello, which is the way that you don't advertise to the entire planet like where your TLS connection is going. And why do we need DOE for ECH? Is because we need to get the keys to encrypt that client hello from over an encrypted channel, and that means in a trusted and encrypted DNS transport. And if your objection is that you don't like DOE, first, that's not a question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. But you can disable it. There's a gazillion ways to do this for all browsers, including enterprise policies, what have you. But please be aware that you're then basically going to bleed plain text SNIs over the entire internet. And if you run a network that has a bunch of users on it, you're forcing them to basically expose their SNIs, which is not sort of super privacy preserving. So we want to prevent this and we want more DOE. So we want to do DOE with you, is basically the pitch of this talk, right? So I mentioned we have a bunch of trusted partners that we use to resolve DOE in a region or on a network. Currently, we have contracts in the US with Cloudflare, and that will be used by default unless you're a Comcast customer, in case your traffic is going to go to Comcast. Canada, we use Sierra, unless you're on the Shaw network, in which case we're using Shaw, and in Russia and Ukraine, we're using Cloudflare. And that's it, right? So there's no other default use of DOE around the planet, which is unfortunate, and we would like to change it. We're using the system resolvers everywhere else. So our goal is here to find potential TRR partners for other regions. And when I say other regions, this is an idea of where Firefox instances live in countries and in networks, right? So if you are either in a country and you have a DOE server that might be able to host a bunch of traffic, or if you are running the DNS for some of these networks, we'd like to talk to you. Or if you have a DOE server somewhere else that isn't on this list. This is, I think, sort of the top, I don't know, 20, 30 networks in case of number of Firefox instances at the moment. But there's a lot more on the bottom that are also not small. So if you're not on this list, we still want to talk to you if you want to host DOE. There is a URL on the bottom here that basically has a bunch of text about what we require from you as a DOE partner. We have some requirements on performance, right? So you should be not slower than DNS 5.3. There's some other sort of, you should do V6. That would be awfully nice in 2025. There's some transparency requirements we have. There's a bunch of privacy requirements, as you might imagine. In Europe, right, there's the GDPR, which handles a lot of this. I would, as not as a lawyer, would claim that our contracts are stronger than the GDPR. So even in Europe, I would still prefer to sign a contract with you. And there's a bunch of blocking things. We basically would like the least amount of filtering that is possible. So basically, you can only filter what's really required under law. But we are discussing ways in which partners that have filtered services, like family filter or something, or malware, can expose that to the Firefox users, and it makes it easy for them to pick it in the settings. It's not there yet, but it might. And if you're like to live dangerously, you can also scan the QR code. That way you don't have to memorize the URL. And Valentin sent it to me, so I'm guessing it's going somewhere good. Right, and I think that is it. Thank you.